Sounds fun to play Minecraft, but you can only look forward, and if you look in any other direction you take damage, right? A desert may seem bad, but a fairly unknown fact is you're never more than 30 seconds away from a desert temple. Find it, break in, take everything, and make a swift getaway. Swift, but it is nearly night and you currently have no resources, but fear not, because you will always find a tree 43 seconds south from a desert temple. Is that true? I don't fucking know. Grab the wood, then run to one of the 2 billion villages that spawn in your world. I would choose the closest one because that's logic, but it is imperative that when you reach this village that you die 100% completely on purpose, because now you can go back and get the last chest in the temple. Head back to the village and have a good nap, but you're also going to learn the consequences for slacking. Now get your ass in the mines and be prepared for the depression from dying to start building up fast. Keep digging until you find a giant cave, which didn't take me that long. But then I decided to die on purpose because I was running low on vitamin D and health is money, or something like that. Getting back down into the mine and finding diamonds was incredibly easy, and I, being a veteran player, found no challenge in it whatsoever. But you may have some troubles. In fact, it got so easy for me that I voluntarily jumped into the lava and lost everything. And now that everything is lost, it's time to go to the Nether. However, this introduced a new mental obstacle: severe dumbassery. Now, I'm not one to fall victim to this, but purely for educational purposes, I demonstrate this obstacle by clicking the right mouse button instead of F5, and in doing so have made this entire area obsolete for my needs, and by extension the inhabitants too. Now you need to find another lava pool to make a portal. You can find one on the surface, but that's playing it safe and just a bit boring. Once you find your new lava pool, find a way to safely get down to it. But chances are you're going to do something moronic, so be prepared to go and find another one. And if you're underground, it's going to take ages to get back up, so I would suggest just to and hey, if you change this to 1, it's like you're just starting and haven't been doing this for 5 hours. And at least now you know that everything on this side is useless and there's nothing for you there. So go the other way and find the second of the 2 billion villages in your Minecraft world. Now, because you are a simple creature of habit, you will most likely do the exact same thing from dying while mining to another instance of severe dumbassery, which I've demonstrated again for educational purposes only. However, instead of falling victims to these habits, don't. Like me. Now, depending on how much Guildbase fears you, you may have a precarious nether spawn, but do not despair, it's mainly a fast to test you. You will most likely die, and if you want to get your stuff back, good fucking luck. That's the sound of your sanity slowly drifting away. Well, now you lost everything again, and it's time to find another village to leech resources from, preferably during the day so there's no bullshit that can occur. If you're as blessed as me to find a rune portal, then you've got a massive advantage, because the gold drip you get from these will make the Nether 100% safe. Make your way to your portal and try to remember the main premise of the challenge. It's not that hard, just stop using one of the main features of the game. Head back into the Nether and start looking for gold, blaze rods, and a dealer for them pearls. You're gonna have to find a Nether fortress, and a little pro tip from me is to increase your render distance, and this can make the whole process less time consuming. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure the gold pants won't save you from those Pumbaa things, zombie pigmen, skeletons, blazes, lazy? Or wither skeletons. So having a big brain and tactical approach like myself is really useful. A heightened awareness in the Nether is also extremely useful and will make your journey in the Nether that much easier. After your first deluge into the Nether, you should only have blaze rods and gold, and if you have ender pearls, get rid of them because you're jumping ahead and there's a procession of events that has to be followed, and I'd like to remind you that I am the professional here. Now, you're finally in a good place, you got good stuff, you've braved the Nether, so naturally going back and doing something stupid would really throw a spanner in the works. And on a completely unrelated note, I think it's time to finally get set up with some basic equipment. Some of you may be questioning the order in which I'm doing things, from the overworld to the Nether to getting set up after the Nether. Shut up, I know exactly what I'm doing, so just let me enlighten you. Now that you're all set up, make some Eyes of Ender using the blaze powder and ender pearls you have, and find the stronghold. Once you've found the stronghold, you're nearly there. Set up shop in the end portal room, and now it's time to finish off that beautiful ender pearl collection. Complete the room portal that's conveniently directly above the stronghold, and find a reputable dealer who has a good source of pearls. And once you got your pearls, you got your portal, and you're practically licking victory. Grab all your stuff and jump in. Now, defeating the Ender Dragon is a very rare accomplishment, one that I have already attained multiple times, so do what I do. Shit. Shit, fuck. Great. What you just saw was a prime example of what not to do. Now, I'll show you the proper way to beat this. As soon as I figure out how to beat it. How do speedrunners do it? Beds. Using a method I personally discovered, the dragon will be of no problem to you. Go back to all the villagers that have sentimental value for you and don't skim on the sentimental. Take their beds and make your way to the middle fountain thingy. Now this is how the tactic works. When the dragon lands, blow him up. Keep doing this again and again and again, and then after all the blood, sweat, tears, other bodily fluids if you took a little break, and my expert guidance which you followed down to a T, you are now part of an elite club of very few people who have defeated Minecraft. You can thank me now.